So George, let's talk basics.
All right.
iPhoto, let's start there.
Okay, let's get started. Okay. So I'm going to open up iPhoto here. All right, so here we are in iPhoto with a classic problem, the dreaded red eye problem, which is really because we had a flash that was too close to our lens. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to first go to full screen by clicking down here. And what I'm going to also do here is I'm going to click on my edit function, which is located here among these tools in the lower right corner. So I'm going to click on edit. And with that, not only do I have my tools up here in the upper right corner, but I've got a zoom control down here, which I'm going to click and drag just a wee bit here so I can get a little closer to this boy and his red eye problem. So in the editing environment in iPhoto, we have 3 tabs: Quick Fixes, Effects, and a fancier option called Adjust. In this case, we're looking for a simple quick fix. You'll notice that when we go to Quick Fixes, Fix Red Eye is among this group here. So all I got to really do here to fix the problem is click on Fix Red Eye. This will expand, and because of iPhoto's default design here, we've got Auto Fix Red Eye here enabled by default. And this usually does the job. But if by chance it hasn't, you can certainly disable it and be a little bit more purposeful or a little bit more specific in your attack. I'm going to go to the size slider here where I can influence the size of my tool here. And this is just a circle, kind of like a brush. And what I want to do here is I want to set it so that it more or less corresponds to the size of the problem here in the image. So at this point, all I do is simply click on the eye here, click on the eye here, and problem solved. A really, really easy fix in iPhoto. Let's now have a look at something that's a little bit different, another common but different problem to solve. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to click on, I'm going to just simply click on Enter to accept my adjustment, and I'm going to come back here to my album of pictures. I'm going to go to this picture here, which has a simple color problem. You'll notice here that it was a shot taken in the wintertime. But snow's not really supposed to be blue. It's supposed to be white. So once again, let's go to our edit function. And what we want to do here is we want to color correct this simple image. Now, I don't have a color correction option here in Quick Fixes. My option is not in Effects. I'm going to go to Adjust, and this is where I have my temperature and tint slider type controls, and these are responsible for color correction. But before fiddling with the sliders, I've got a little eyedropper tool here, and if I engage this tool here, I get a little crosshair for my mouse, and what iPhoto wants me to do here is click on something that should have been white, gray, or black in the real world. Snow should have been white, so I'm going to click somewhere on the snow, and bang, there we go. There's our instant correction. Now, if by chance, again, you're not quite satisfied with that, to finish the job, to fine-tune this result, you can come over here to your temperature slider, and you have the option of either cooling the image back down or warming it back up. So I'm just going to eyeball it here to more or less around, maybe around here or so, and I'm thinking we're looking pretty good. If you're still not quite there, if you think there's a bit of a magenta or pinkish type tone or maybe a greenish type cast, you can by all means go to Tint and fiddle with this slider to finish the job. Now, let's look at another color problem here in iPhoto. One more here. I'm going to go back to our album and I'm going to call upon this image here. This image here doesn't really require color correction, but let's say for the purpose of our final result, we want to change the color of the bridle here on the llama from red to blue. This is something that iPhoto isn't really designed to do, and to do this, we need a little bit more muscle in a program such as Photoshop Elements. Let's have a look.